Alright, very pleased to be back with more Creeper World 2. I love this game. It's really good. I didn't have time to go late to finish last week. I don't know if this mission's going to be about as long as the other ones. We've been spending like more than an hour on them at this point. Ooh, I'm sorry about the Gemcraft videos. I'm so ashamed of those. That game doesn't speak to me the way Creeper World does. So it's rough. I don't think it's as good at giving player feedback as to what you're doing right or wrong. That's part of the issue. Let me try just starting with these bombs. I watched all that last time. I do start with like 20k gems. Maybe even 2 more bombs than this, actually. So we'll see. I think these are the only ones that are doing excavation. Both of these are doing excavation, okay. It's set to connect the other areas. When I'm working with gems like this, there's like no particular reason to build fewer of these at once, I guess. Here, do I want the explosion to touch as many tiles as possible, or does it automatically, like, is having more white squares touching blue squares better? Or not necessarily? Detonate. Gotcha. Okay. Might end up needing 5 of these instead of 4. So I want to start building reactors and the like. I can actually probably start a little bit, because I don't think that's going to become a problem. No, disregard. More of a problem than I thought. If I restart, I'll do 5. Probably will have to restart. Okay. Probably prepare. So I don't think I got an explanation for how the dark beam or the dark mirror worked. Does the mirror like redirect repulsors, or does it only redirect the dark beam? Only the beam. Okay. I guess I can build it just to see what it does. That has to touch ground, it can't float in the air. Okay. Test it out here. Starts not armed, it looks like. Oh, it got destroyed before I could finish building it. Oh well. Shit. Nope, don't destroy my shit. Probably not as useful without getting into that as well. So does it convert all of the density it touches essentially regardless of how dense it is? Like that's 983 million. Oh my god. They must want me to use bombs for that. Okay. Bear witness to the end of things. Center of the Nexus. Feed the readings Aliona's console. Trust me. Do not serve the Loki or their creations. Well, that sounds bad. Making mods the Dark Beam. Communicating with the Loki, the Nexus must be some sort of communication with the alternate dark reality, the same dark realm that Eliana's Dark Beam uses. Ah, okay, so that's how I win the map. Fire a beam into the Nexus core. And I'm probably gonna have to use mirror bouncing to do that. Eliminate or convert the creeper around the core before the beam will have an effect. Okay, interesting. Oh, that's bad with the big area down there. Okay. Hey, Bucky, how you doing? Probably should be doing some extra digging here preemptively. Let me get another concussion bomb ready. They can't convert creeper that they don't have line of sight to, right? So I can't like blow it up in this diagonal. It has to be in the creeper for it to do anything, presumably. Okay. Just gonna save here because I don't know what's gonna happen. Whoops. It detonates by itself when it runs out of health. Okay, that's important. So I have to detonate it pretty quick after I open that. Gotcha. Let's put another one down there here. Oh, it's filling faster than I thought it would. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Including my own anti-creeper, apparently. Oh, I got all these drones now, yeah. Be ready to deal with them, I guess. No, they're extra nasty, too. And the anti-creeper is doing, like, nothing to them. Okay. I don't think I can recover from the state I was at. Well, I'll try it. I'll load this state to see what else I can learn from the rest of the level. I've learned I can't open this right away because the drones are going to be a problem. I could try to preemptively have blasters set up to cover. I need to get like Technytes to get their range and fire rate up, but it's kind of hard to come by. Still have lots of gems. Might want to have multiple bombs over here. I'm going to have multiple bombs for both of them, to be honest. If I were to start doing Technytes, I don't get any free Technytes at this level, so I probably do actually have to build some. So maybe after I clear this out, I can start trying to fill in the extra gaps produced by that. It's real bad when that opens. I guess I need to stop that from happening. These guys have... Well, they only have 20 health. Some of them have 200 health, which is real bad. I probably need more blasters than this. I'll consider using more of my... because 20,000 gems is a lot, so I could kind of avoid reactors for longer just to try to get as many Technytes as I can to get some range and fire speed upgrades. It's too far to reach anything. Let's see if that's even able to hold back the drones. Okay, no reason for me to pop this until I have to, I think. Everything's prepared as much as I'm going to prepare it. Just want to see what happens. Exploded at a bad spot. That's unfortunate. Okay, but I am kind of dealing with the drones, not as well as I would like. So I need fire speed to have any chance to deal with those. We have too many health for these guys to process. So I wonder if before that pops, I need to already have at least the fire rate upgrade, if not also the range upgrade. If I start the level over, because no matter what, once I pop that, I'm going to have drones, and that's around minute 5 that's going to happen at a minimum. And I really need both of the bombs to trigger because there's so much pressure in this cave. I guess I could try to pop it early. This is a tough stage. The creeper bomb is very powerful, but they've given you a nice challenge to not make it free. Oh, does a dark beam do something other than act as the thing that clears the stage? The tutorial text that popped up made it sound like it's just the thing you need to do to be able to not fail. I can load this last save to experiment with it. It is interesting that it starts disarmed. I ended up finishing in time, we'll see, I guess. It's a lot of ammo. So that destroys my own buildings as well. Okay, so that ends up using up virtually all of my gems if I let it sit for too long. So is it just a thing that does a ton of damage? I wish there was a tooltip for it, because that tutorial text that came up really made it sound like it's just for like communication disruption for breaking the thing at the very end of the level. And this can only point left, up, or right. If I want to point it down, I need a mirror. I guess I can try to make that. I'm about to die to that breaking, but... Okay, that's pretty helpful. It just, like, annihilate creeper? Yeah, thanks for speaking up there. That was my read on it. Oh, right, I can't put stuff there because anything in the path of the dark beam gets destroyed. Okay, but packets can still pass through it, presumably? Okay, interesting. So if I go back to this point, starting to build bombs. We know locations I have to cover here, but unfortunately I've decided to build my beacons in there, which is not good. I don't want the beacons to be built on places that reactors can go on, though, so maybe I can just dig extra spaces for them if I start over. Okay. Let's try something different here. Let's do 5 this time. Oh, but actually not on top of the creeper. Yeah, it seemed like maybe they wanted me to do some shenanigans with the conversion bomb to convert as much of the deep creeper as possible. That made sense to me as maybe what they wanted me to do. Here, here, here. Yeah, that makes sense. So I can get this started. I probably want to get other things set up first, though. Six might be the better number to completely deal with this next time. Yeah. So we want reactors. That angle might be a problem, but I guess we'll find out in a second. Get those going. Where else do I have to worry about things coming directly up at me? That tile is going to reveal first. As long as I'm fully dealing with it by the time it gets there, I'm probably okay. think I still want more of these guys. That was helpful when the drone showed up. I don't know if the beam can deal with them solo. I think we need to start doing tech domes early here. I have until minute 5, maybe a little bit less. There's a way this has to connect here. Okay, I don't get any phantoms in this level, which is very interesting. Yeah, that really drains packets. Okay. It's part of why you don't want those activated too early, I suppose. Beacon over there. Oh my god, that scares me every time. Playing multiple explosions. I like that it projects what the beam is going to look like when you turn it on. That's nice of them. Yeah, it seems like I feel like I'm going to run out of gems like instantly when I turn it on. So I have to be kind of careful here. Wait until the last possible second to open up here. Might try to dig this early so I can take this area out. Once those build, I'm going to try something. I'll probably have to reload it. Oh shit, I don't have to build a nullifier there? I guess I can't build a nullifier because I can't put one next to it, huh? Okay. I guess I could still try to get a nullifier in range. I go here. That's gonna dig through before I can do anything with it. Maybe here then. Doesn't count, I guess. Because it has to go around a corner, maybe. Okay, I think I want concussion bombs for the rest of this. Oh yeah, that's eating my gems like nothing. Dang. That's about to open up, which is bad. Okay, let's see. Even move here, that's a lot of anti-creeper. No, there's a bunch there. The beam also destroys my own anti-creeper, is that true? I should consider that when trying to push here. Guessing I can't start to construct a mirror safely. I can like try to make a pattern where I put the mirror behind where the beam's going to go and then mine out the space behind it. That way I don't have to leave it on the whole time. You let this thing shut off, and then I'll try to build something new here. Okay. I think. Is the mirror immune to the beam the whole time it's building? That wasn't clear to me. Can move through active beams. So that can damage even the emitter. Okay, that's kind of cool. This is gonna be a problem though, isn't it? Gonna deal with the remaining drone producers. Okay. Pop through all that if we can. Probably want start building. Trying to get ahead of when I run out of gems here. I'm gonna have a really bad day when that happens. Okay. Probably get the concussion bomb ready to go, convert all of that. Oh shit. That's tough. Okay, so I need to have a better solution for dealing with the drones coming from down here. I guess each time I move this, more creeper flows out and then I can blow it up immediately. It's not necessarily bad. Deactivating the mirror works. Let's see what happens as it flows out into that main beam. Once that emitter is taken care of, I can change up my strategy a little bit. Drone is the main issue. I guess once that gets too dense, that's also an issue. Okay, so I just blew up an emitter, so that's good. Kill this guy. Oh yeah, my gems are getting fucked up here. Beacon here. Builds before anything fucks with it. Should just be able to normal nullifier this guy. Then I can use the beam to kill the other one. I'm worried about the range on it there. So I might just want to build another dark beam where that one is as soon as it gets destroyed. That's gonna be my plan. That's now connected to that thing on the left, so it's going to be problematic. Okay. So do another dark beam here. Let's go left, and we'll arm it as soon as it's ready. I still have another drone I have to deal with, but I might be able to dig through this entire wall here if there's a beam pointing at it. Ooh, that's a little scary. So I have to worry about drones coming from both directions. Too bad bombs can't survive in the beam. Even them blowing up as soon as they cross it makes it very tricky to try to use them for conversion purposes. This is going to pop open soon, question mark? Or did I stop the thing that was excavating it? I might have. Micro this beam here in a second. That one's really fast. Just one of the diggers is dead. I should probably do a rift here for passing ammo to that thing. Takes a lot of ammo to do that. Beating that guy up. Another fast drone coming from this corner over here. It's going to be annoying to deal with, but it should be possible. Start doing these in places that aren't in the path of the beam. Excellent. Love to see it. I have to dig a spot for another beacon in there, but that should be pretty doable. Oh, something destroyed my rift, didn't it? It's too bad. Okay. Don't really need it. Not mandatory. Try rebuilding it really quick just to see if it makes a difference. It is interesting to see as the beam briefly has to destroy a drone, how the creeper just kind of fits through there neatly. I can probably start using the anti-creeper bombs to deal with what's left. I'll have to take care of these gates first, though. They seem like the more dangerous thing in the meantime. Okay, keep digging through here. I have to dig through here later. I can probably move the direction of that beam if I can get a plan to get this ready. Use mirrors to deal with the rest of this, theoretically. Okay, so then maybe fit, like, let's see. I want to try to put a nullifier there, but I'm probably going to have to use a mirror, which is annoying. because the drone's going to come out of it early, so I might have to come at it from below. So I think if I go here, the beam is going to cause problems. Because I can't really... Think. Time's running out. 6,000 gems left. Should probably start working my way over here. Deal with these guys. I feel like if I can deal with these gates with 5,600 gems remaining, then I should be okay to finish the level. Is this a problem? Okay, so all of this builds out, but it can't dig through this wall at all, so I have unlimited time to solve this down here, I think. I think the time pressure is the gates. So let me save. Let's see if I can do this. I could try to redirect mirrors down to this guy, but I'd have to build a bunch of them, which is kind of annoying. Worry that the creeper that's above this is going to fall on top of it, you know? This creeper's not that dense, and there's no emitter. So I guess if I can, like, drain it out somewhere... It has to actually drain somewhere, though. It can't just connect to this, otherwise pressure's going to push this up, which isn't very helpful. Probably should go ahead and get a mirror built down here once these two drones die. I think it has enough time to destroy stuff. Oh right, I can't dig that because... Great. Let's do that then, maybe? I should have dug this first, and then I could have connected the tunnel. It's tricky. Wish I could, like, force this up somehow. I guess I could try just turning on... Well, here, I have an idea. Let me put a mirror here and see what happens if I push it up. Maybe I can justify a nullifier here now? Okay. Problem is it has to build before a drone comes out and blows it up, so... I don't know how often that spawns drones. What I was worried about. Blow it up and then immediately get a nullifier going, and maybe the timing is just right. Find out. I have a save I can go back to if I have to. Watch the timer be just wrong for the drone to come out and blow it up. Okay, that helps. Don't need this anymore, it's just creeper, who cares? Do I even have any emitters that I'm worried about? This is a static amount of remaining creeper, I think. I do have an issue with getting down to this guy safely. Probably need to put a beacon here so I can see what the hell I'm doing. It's a very meanly placed block right there. Okay, so I think I can... What happens if I turn you? Am I immediately in trouble? Let's save and find out. Not in the worst trouble in the world. It could be worse, is the point. So can I not dig through? Oh, I guess I can. Okay. Okay. Another beacon there. Hopefully they can just hold off the flow of this now. Time is running out. Doing okay in the amount of creeper, but very soon I'm going to have a giant issue with gems running out, so let's see. Some more space to put stuff. I think if I put a mirror here, this is still going to blow up before I can do anything about it, and I can't move guys there. I guess if I build a... If I build a micro rift, I could move units near that, but it doesn't really save the day for me. I have 1,200 left. I think this is doable, but it's going to be really annoying. I can probably make a bomb there to convert this. Maybe even a bomb to convert that. I don't know if it's in a build in time, because the number of gems remaining is very low. But it's worth a try. We'll see how many saved files I have to go back here. Oops. Load saved game. There. That's helpful. That's taken care of now. Let's build that somewhere where the drone's not going to show up and explode it immediately. Is the beam continuously destroying... I should do this. Destroying creeper that's falling from the ceiling, or only when I turn it off and back on and allow it to fall? Is it like repelling it essentially, or destroying it? Okay, now we're in trouble. Let's see what happens when these beams run out. Really bad timing. My bombs were about to go. Okay. I'm trying to get my upgrades ready for when I have to actually use them once I can't use the beam anymore. That was my theory. Send them in to do other stuff here. Let's try this guy. It's very close to building in time, so let me try maybe turning this one off. Is that safe, or is this it's gonna delete all of my mirrors? I'm worried about this mirror dying. I guess I can maybe move some guys down there to protect it. See if that does anything for my... Oh, I should have put this here instead. Shoot, hopefully it builds quickly. We'll see. Turning off the one was not as brutal as I thought it was maybe going to be. Maybe turn it off sooner, save more gems. Okay, so then I have to wait for another drone to spawn probably. Shit's about to shut off. I immediately build a nullifier here. Okay, well, we're not in the millions, so I can still possibly deal with this manually. A little ugly. I'm sad I couldn't take one of them out in time. If I go back another level, that might make a difference. That's not great. I think I have those, though. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've spent... The beam is just constantly destroying Creeper or not, I guess is the question. That's the most dense I've encountered, which is maybe tolerable. Can maybe try to convert some of it here and see how much pressure is in this. Yeah, so like if there's a beam, if there's a constant beam here and there's Creeper on both sides, is part of it like spreading into the beam and getting destroyed? I kind of got the sense that it was just repelling it, unless if you turned it off and on repeatedly to make sure it's actually destroying stuff. Okay. Sure, I rebuild reactors here. Let's do energy storage, which maybe should have done before letting that break. So turning it on and off is actually results in more Creeper being destroyed, right? That's what I wasn't clear on. Probably need to have these guys like split up, covering two of these. Build some more of these here in a second. Get this bomb built first. Gotcha, okay. Okay, there's not as much pressure in that little cave as I was worried there was. Maybe I put a launcher in there, perhaps. Maybe not there, maybe a little bit further up. Maybe if I have a launcher built before I detonate the bomb, let's try that. Helpful. Wondering if the launcher's enough to fight the pressure that's right there. It might be. Do a full complement of ammo here. Nice when that laser timing is just right. Okay. But this guy's gonna get blown up here if I don't move him out of the way. It's okay, you can still shoot from around that corner as long as the computer isn't coming straight for me there. Okay. Is working. Rude. Get it, little guy. To like hide him further away, I guess, into the anti-creeper. do more reactors while we wait here. Have drained a lot of junk here. You can actually support a dark beam with constant upkeep. Okay. Wasn't sure if that was true. There goes the launcher. Can still push this away. What's the deepest creeper? Like 2700k? It's manageable. Annoying, but manageable. Okay, let me just go crazy on these guys for now. Just turn this guy off. I might end up wanting to make more surface area for reactors here. Wow, not doing any dark beam damage to those guys sucks. Okay. Hey, Six Gun, thanks for that. Appreciate it. How have you been? Need to recover from my deficit. Only one of these is really annoying. If I could have killed it before I could have destroyed one of these gates, I'd be having a much easier time now, and I have to kind of work for the money now, which is annoying. Should probably rebuild the laser here in a second. Or the mirror for the laser. So we get an annoying drone every couple minutes, it seems like. Is there anything special I should be worried about this section down here? Like, is there like a hidden countdown timer? I can't read one from looking at it, so I assume the answer is no, but I wanted to double check in case I missed something obvious. Let's see, reactor efficiency. I should have done that instead of energy storage earlier, that's okay. Okay, so we got a big boy coming, so we want to hit him for as long as we can. We can turn this on as soon as it shows up. Oh, of course you go down there, jerk. Big jerk face. So much for my plans. Watch him go up and around and hit all these reactors. Extra range is helping. Let's do another beacon here. So nothing about it's going to change until I open it. Okay. Let's see. Better on energy. Try to start building more creeper bombs because they can survive in the creeper for a little while. Now I have kind of safe paths to get to them. You dick. What a dick move. Put a couple of these down here. I think maybe that will make up the difference if I can make pressure on the drones is the problem. That's what keeps me from using the bombs effectively. If I can move this guy into like the center of that would be really nice. Like down in here, that would be really nice. Big guy, maybe he'll come up this way, maybe not. Rude asshole. You're the worst, you know that, bud? try pathing you in there. Oh, I didn't realize how slow those guys are. Okay. Is that affected by weapon move speed, or does it not count as a weapon for that? I'll lure these drones everywhere. It might. Okay, I'll think about it. That's nice. I'd love to see that. Probably do a couple of these guys, actually. Try to put some pressure on that creeper flowing in so it doesn't just barely like sneak up and bump this guy and blow it up while it's building. Dick. Oh, I didn't have enough energy to charge it. So I want to disarm it, but not deactivate it, right? If I want to be able to use it in a situation like that, that's fine. Do that. Oh, no, I can't reach it. It's annoying. Can I can't path it outside of a range of... Okay, hold on. Annoying, goopy bullshit. Okay, I think packets can get to it now as long as it can fit through the dark area. We'll find out in a second. I might just need to do this. It's a little silly, but... Well, we'll see if the beacon finishes building. Can move it a little bit further down. Okay, here maybe. Keep sending bombs in there, that should be pretty helpful. I saw those guys soon. Let's keep doing reactor efficiency. I think the micro rift I had got despawned. If I keep using this as a base, I can probably push a bomb right into there and right into there, which would be really helpful. Oh, I just saw that 20G. Didn't notice that before. Did 1 point of move speed to start, just to see if it makes a noticeable difference. Try pushing this bomb in and see what happens. Might need to wait until a drone comes out so the drone doesn't clip it early. Okay, I think that did in fact affect the move speed. Not 100% sure. Probably need to build more beacons here. That's okay if he hits it. Could have been a little bit better, but could have been significantly worse as well. Let's go crazy on reactors again. I know the drones keep destroying them, but to make up for it. Because if there's a necessary path like this, those reactors are basically guaranteed to get destroyed if I keep doing things this way, but let's do a micro rift like here, maybe. It's 15 to keep a beam up constantly. Okay. I guess if I can keep it up constantly, I can deal with essentially everything at that point, but... So now let's try doing a bomb like here. Get some more surface area. Yes, yes. Don't you motherfucker. Rude as hell. Super dick move there. I guess it was likely because it wanted to go in the rift was the problem. Maybe I need to build it somewhere more safe. Let's make sure the ship is completely protected in case it decides to go for the ship. Bad news bears. It's 35 for the last reactor efficiency upgrade, which seems like it should be pretty big given how many reactors I currently have. Dude. Let's go... Can't actually get into there, so this is probably the spot. Okay, it's helping with the density a bit. See where this guy goes. Can probably have even more blasters so that when it comes through there, they just get annihilated. That would be nice. I'd like it to die in like a tick when it appears. That would be fantastic. Okay. So I'm gonna get into here next, I think. So this doesn't really connect, so it doesn't super matter. Oh, I can't get to that. That's right. I keep forgetting that packets can't pass through Creeper. Guy was a real jerk. Let's see, let's try building it somewhere like that's not on the path to anything so that the drone won't walk into it, like there. Absolute asshole. It's more like it. It's kind of what I want. It still like was like 2 ticks. I got to move 2 tiles before it got destroyed. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a drone to spawn before I send it. I'm gonna try to send it like right there if I can. Probably get a beacon so I can actually path it right into the deepest part. It's gonna do reactor efficiency, but move speed. Does it affect it? It's hard to say. Okay, so now once a drone spawns, I'll see if that's enough pressure to build a nullifier there. Let's see. May as well put it super close, because time's not on my side regardless. Let's try to put some pressure against it. That blows up. Nice. That guy's all dealt with. Fantastic. This is still much deeper than I've seen on other levels. I think the previous max I saw was like 250k, so let's do another bomb. Yes, it might end up pathing through here, so just somewhere in a corner where the drone isn't going to hit it while it's building. Really? You mean the launcher? I feel like this depth I would have to have launchers sit at for like several minutes, right? Wait for the drone to spawn here. Should just be able to get it with this. Okay. I'm at accepting like insane levels like that where you have to build a million things, but yeah. Goodbye, all my reactors. Okay, so now I got time to clean up. This is a billion. Fun. Okay. Maybe I forgot a 0, but I was under the impression that this was still an extremely dangerous amount of creeper. Okay. Surface area is possible here. Technytes I'm doing fine, I guess. Could probably build some more just to finish this sooner, but I'd probably want to max it before I go through the floor there. Oh, that won't let me click because the beacon's on it. Okay, that makes sense. Really? The pressure's not pushing it up? Okay. Yeah, I didn't have the creeper world vision to understand that. If it's settled, a launcher can always deal with it. Is that like a rule? Okay. I can do tech domes and then just replace them. Once I have all the upgrades, I'll do that at max speed here for a bit. Sure. Makes sense. Right, which is just reflective of how insanely powerful the beam is, I guess, right? So I'm probably going to need a beam pushing down into this. I can go ahead and preemptively start building that. Should be enough to get all the upgrades I need. I guess I've gotten it as high as 1 per second before, so I can keep pushing until I have that and then destroy them all and replace them all with reactors. So you say I need 15 energy income per second to sustain 1 beam. I'll also end up building a bunch of rifts, I suppose. I should have done the tech dome efficiency. Whoops, I forgot that was an option. Been a while. Do that last is the stupidest thing you could possibly do. So I feel like I have way more tech domes than I usually do, and it's because I forgot to upgrade that first once I switched to doing this. That's okay, it's fixable. Just annoying. What's we got going on here? Is there even any ore in this level? I guess 100% of your anti-creeper comes from bombs in this level, huh? It would be great to, like, bomb all of this. I suppose it's probably possible. I was going to use a beam, but just having enough anti-creeper to push into this territory seems pretty valuable. Okay, so this doesn't matter, right? There is no chance for ore whatsoever in this stage. Oh, I guess that makes sense, because it technically counts as ore when you do that. I guess with the layout of the level, that's not super helpful. So I'm going to experiment with a couple different solutions here. One is to just use the laser, and it seems like the most straightforward thing, but I'd also like to just try to convert as much of that into anti-creeper as I can, so I can use it for the next section. Probably going to lose most of these reactors, but that's an acceptable loss. So I wonder if I just have a ton of bombs built here. Let me make a save. Let's see. I'm going to build a bunch of micro rifts too at some point, so I have more path. I guess I don't want too many because I want the drones to move in a predictable way. So I probably need to completely fill this area with... My hope is that this goes to more things, so most of the drones will try to go to this rift. I want to have a ton of blasters guarding that area. Let's see. I want to do... Probably just delete this whole row for now because it's going to get destroyed regardless. Okay. Those guys still get to do something even if they explode from getting destroyed by creeper, right? I like the bombs in this case because I can like pre-build them and then they're like a free resource after that because I don't have to spend anything to get them to explode. Tempted in that case to just like completely fill this entire corridor with bombs. Hope as the pressure starts to build up that they trigger exploding at different times essentially. One bomb exploding doesn't like trigger nearby bombs, right? It's like creeper has to hit it in order for it to blow up. I was gonna break these all at once, but I might just break one of them and see what happens and then load and try something else. All right, let's see what happens. Get as much of the deep shit as we can. You can go ahead and blow that up, I guess. Move speed does seem to affect them after all. So a lot of this is going to convert, but I guess a lot of it's getting annihilated as well in the meantime, which is unfortunate. Okay, you can dig in there now. Okay, so I've got a fucking shitload of anti-creeper now. That's fantastic. Cool, I think that was better than using the laser deal with that. It makes me think that this entire section was designed for me to use it for making anti-creeper. Okay, so now I have a bunch of room to dig and fill canals with stuff to try to fight all this shit. There's so much shit in there, though. Do I need it to be a laser directly? Rest of the bombs are kind of useless right now. At least until I can get them to this creeper pool down here. Does the Nexus make drones, or are there a finite number of drones in here? Oh, I love how it's so much density. It's like building up through my entire base. That's fantastic. That's what would have happened if I had just let it go and it was blue, I guess. It'll spawn more. Okay. These guys are all like 100 health, which is not amazing. Can maybe just try sending a ton of bombs in. Do the bombs do damage to the drones when the drones hit them? Or they literally just do as much damage as they have health, essentially? I guess that makes them pretty good if they're doing as much damage as they have health. Plan out how I want to do this. I guess no matter what I do, I think I want to dig. Well, I want the enemy drones to move along a predictable path. It's kind of priority number one. So I could dig all the way into the sides here, but if I can just like force them through a little I can use my words here. If I can force them through a single hole choke point, that would be helpful. So I don't think I need this space. I'd rather have that space for more blasters in the lake. Blocks are a little awkward. In fact, how many... what's the blaster range here? I might actually want blasters in this entire space. I don't know what's going to happen when I break this open, but it's probably more useful to have this space for blasters than it is to have it for reactors. Okay. As long as it touches that center tile. Room for a laser. Here. Oops. Oh, I should put a rift here, but after where these guys are, so that I don't want the computer, the drones fitting through the rift before they have a chance to shoot the shit out of it. Okay, and I don't really need launchers, I guess, until I get in there, but this is just creeper, right? So bombs will convert that just like any other creeper. I guess the emitter will keep making more of it. Is the emitter capped on how much it can produce? Get enough to cover the rift there, I think. In case it burns through any of these guys. If I have more of these back here, it's not the end of the world. I probably don't want to bother. Do probably want that guy to have closer paths. Nervous about having too many rifts, though. That's been a problem in the past. Okay, I should see what's going to happen because I'm basing all of this on imperfect information about what's going to occur when I dig in here. So I can just go ahead and turn this guy on and then dig and then see what happens. Okay, that's pretty good. Still building bullshit, but that's acceptable. Hitting one of their emitters, which is nice. Probably build more that are hitting the thing, so this one goes straight up from here. Right? Is that on the right? I don't know if it's on the right axis. It's fine. I think having this insane amount of anti-creeper is crazy helpful. Okay, so oh, that can fit on a ceiling. I didn't realize that. Okay. Helpful. Probably want to rebuild reactors here before I turn those on, because I need 15 per laser, right? Any idea why the drones are moving in the weird pattern they're moving? Does it have to do with all the anti-creeper touching them or something? It doesn't seem like they're trying to, like, come through the tunnel very much. Maybe afford to put a micro rift. Well, no, because then they're going to come in there. That would be bad. Okay. Let's try to do this maybe and see how much I can hit. You don't think the anti-creeper is doing much of anything? It seems like it's containing this from moving at least, if nothing else, right? Yay, bombs! You love them. Can't use nullifiers here because of the drones. Oh really? That's entirely a blocker there. So I can afford 2 of those. Is it 12 each rather than 15 each? Yeah, it's cute. Still really deep. It's 12, I can afford to turn on the other one. Whoops. Sorry, friend. So if they're all on, then the bombs can't come in to help. That's okay. This guy blow up first. This is a cool level. I'm guessing I didn't do it ideally, but I like that there wasn't like a fail state if I happened to get to the bottom of this section without having any gems remaining. Others who have done the same have failed. You will be undone. 1,000 health. We probably have to deal with all the other creeper emitters first. good. That makes sense. It's a way to make you have to deal with everything in here, I suppose. Some of them are going to come target my beacons, which is annoying, but... Okay, so I can probably move these guys in to start shooting the drones. My equalizer in OBS. Yep, that's every laser sound playing at once. That's what that sounds like. But that gets quite a bit more expensive than just running the lasers, so I might not want to do this forever. Back them out once the emitters are down. That's another one down. That one's almost dead. I think it was smart to build all those bombs. Guy's almost dead, so probably gonna have to build another. I guess I can build a mirror, maybe. Let's see. So let's just turn you on. Actually, can I move these once I build them, or no? No, they're like a fixed turret, aren't they? Okay, hold on. Let's do this instead. No, don't do that, you goof. That's fine. Your assault is amusing. So if I put I guess it's probably fine. It does have to travel pretty far to get restocked, but packet speed is relatively reasonable. Probably don't need these other lasers to keep pressure on those guys. Let's see. Let's see if the blasters are enough to deal with it here. Disarm this guy. Another one on this side. Wait, did I put that in the right spot? Shit, I don't think I did. I think I can still put this on the ceiling though. Up here. Turn you off. Beams can't destroy each other. I guess that didn't occur to me. They'll like meet in the center, I assume. Okay, Okay, so they are occasionally coming up. None of them seem to be trying to target the beacons on the sides, which is helpful. Do a Dragon Ball Z thing in the center of the laser. I don't think they're able to touch each other right now simply because they keep meeting in the middle on the emitter. Oh, it did destroy the other one. That's funny. Okay, so now we want to beam here and here. And the Nexus itself doesn't produce any creeper, it seems like. Okay. Strategy is flawed. Okay, it does produce some creeper, so I probably need to bring in like some launchers or something to pressure it. I can try that. As long as any creeper is touching it, it's not helping, essentially. Oh, it's way too much for it to help, isn't it? A second, let's send in a bunch of bombs. If the lasers are able to hurt it, it's going to die pretty fast, so it doesn't really matter, it seems like. Can't really adjust their full movement here when I've set them all already. Yeah, it already got it to like half health right by itself. They're trying to fit through. Whether or not it does damage is kind of hard to predict. That is deep enough that the bomb should be presumably better than a launcher. I can make more bombs in a second if I have to. Every time I do that, I'm making more anti-creeper, which is getting really thick in that star shape there. Hey! Perfect number of bombs calculated. Engage. Nice. Simulation complete. The interactive historical simulation. Laura goes on to command his own liberation ship. Cool. Thraid. Set out to many galaxies. The idea of having to go to more than one galaxy is funny. The Milky Way isn't big enough. Next, President of New Human Alliance. Braxian Professor of Higher Sciences. Admiral Abraxas. Cool. That's really fun. Humanity Savior. I love the good creeper graph. General creeper coverage, right? Cool. Yeah, so I love Creeper World 2. I loved it even more than the first game. I have basically no notes, other than it would be nice in the story mode to have an option to see the gravity fields just so that you can prepare a little bit better. But most of the levels are designed in such a way that the gravity field is like a surprise that you're intended to react to, as opposed to a thing that fucks you, you know, an hour into the level because you didn't know how it was going to work. So I think that they did design the levels in mind with the fact that you couldn't see the gravity fields and that you would have to infer them from context clues. Probably the only one that was maybe pushing a little bit was the tree level, but even the tree level, like, that's the whole bit, is that, oh my god, it's erupting into trees. How do we deal with that? That's interesting. This game, I will never make a video essay about RTS games. But if I wanted to talk for 3 hours about RTS games, I would talk about Creeper World a lot, because all of my problems with RTS games, every single one of them is solved handily in this game. I get it much better. I think it works as a great little middle ground between tower defense and RTS. If anyone finds a game that's like this, I'd be excited to play it. I am looking forward to play the Creeper World sequels in the future. I know one of them is 3D, which sounds like it's interesting. I actually really like the side view a lot. Like, it's going to be hard to go back to top down. But I'm sure we'll make it work. I think that there's lots more design space to explore in 3D. But it's cool that you can make a very different game in side view, even though it still feels fundamentally like Creeper World. All the mechanics were great. I felt compelled to use just about every resource that was available to me in one level or another. It didn't feel like there was just a death ball strategy that could solve every level. Sometimes you do have to build a death ball, but like, you have to build the death ball, right? You're not overwhelming the computer, you're building what is necessary in the geometry of the stage to deal with it. The Space Invader was a restart-inducing surprise. Yeah, I suppose that does happen like super early in the stage, though. I'm more okay with things being a surprise if they have a lower overall time cost to reattempt, right? And I think that in general, this game's time costs are extremely reasonable. Probably the nastiest one in the entire game, I forget which level it was, but there's a level where at the very bottom of the stage, the creeper is slowly building into a bunker. Is that Colony Prime, maybe? And I think I just asked chat, I'm like, I bet there's a timer down there. Could someone tell me how long it is? And somebody said 45 minutes. I still think that if that got you and you lost, if you weren't making saves and you lost 40 minutes, it would be pretty frustrating. But you would at least see it and go, oh, I see how I could have realized that that was a problem that I was supposed to solve, right? Even if you didn't understand the timestamp. Oh, that was all the way back to 17. Okay, no kidding. Yeah. I really liked the bunker level. I think that was probably my favorite level in the game. Like 20 was still pretty difficult. It didn't feel like it was just a quick victory lap at the end. Like, you still had to work to win at the end, and it felt like it was a reasonable escalation from the previous stage. But 19 feels like the real, like, final boss level. You put an anti-creeper maker behind a shield, you can put a massive pressure for the anti-creeper. Like, if you put a maker and then put shields all on the sides of it so that it forces it to push down. Is it massive? Like, I've had makers that have been surrounded on all sides by walls. Does the shield do something special to it? Oh, bombs can move through shields. Yeah, I guess I didn't really do a good job of intuiting what a shield, how long a shield could survive. For some reason in my mind, if I saw extremely dense creeper, I assume it would just delete a shield the instant it touched it. And the way that drones instantly delete shields kind of made me discouraged from using them outside of specific use cases. But I did enjoy the use cases where they mattered. Those felt really good. Yeah, incredible game. Like, I might, if I play any of this off stream, I will record it. I'm not going to commit to doing that, so if people want to put bonus levels on Subblock or something, or on a different voting system slot, I would be happy to play customs. I get the sense that there's shitload of design space that the game hasn't explored. One of the things that I like the most about this game is that every single level feels very distinct from every other level, and it doesn't just feel distinct by giving you different tools. Like, that's one way to do that, right, is to give you a new unit that you have to use in every stage. But there are multiple levels where you're essentially using the same tools, but the geometry of the level is so different, it feels like you're having to use your tools in an extremely different way. And that's a level of like attention to detail and design that I don't feel like I see in most of the RTS or tower defense genre, where it's just like, whatever. Whatever, there's some paths and a bunch of enemies. Who cares? I definitely get the sense, I get the developer handshake in this game, where I get the I see what you did there effect constantly. And that's like the main thing that gives me catharsis in games, is kind of seeing what the developer was going for and what they wanted me to see. And it can be fun sometimes when the developer tricks me, right? When like I don't see what they were going for, and then I get screwed. I'm like, I see how I was supposed to have seen that, right? Even that feels good. And so the game is just a constant dopamine flow. It's great. Explosion of anti-creeper. Oh, I see. It makes it extremely dense. So you totally surround it with shields. So you have like a single tile of anti-creeper. I gotcha. Yeah, I guess I didn't see the behavior of ultra dense creeper until the end of the game. So it wasn't clear to me. I kind of got the sense that because it's so viscous that it wouldn't flow that aggressively until that last level where you see like millions of creeper in one tile and how it like erupts. Good times.